If you are a parent with young kids, you'd know that a lot of young children are picky eaters. But studies have shown that kids with ADHD are 3 times as likely to be picky eaters than typical children of the same age. Picky eating isn't always a problem, and a lot of kids eventually grow out of it. But kids with ADHD are more likely to develop some sort of eating disorder when they hit puberty, so that's why it's important to help them form healthy eating habits as early as possible. There are a variety of reasons why kids with ADHD tend to be picky eaters, but research has shown that sensory sensitivities, like the color, smell, or texture of food, may be one of the strongest reasons why they dislike some foods and only eat certain types of food. For example, a child might refuse all cheeses due to an aversion to the scent, or they might find the texture intolerable. Also, children with ADHD may gravitate towards sugary or fatty foods, potentially due to the imbalanced dopamine activity in the brain. If you go back to my video on the ADHD brain, I talk about how dopamine plays a role in ADHD. Just a quick recap. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter associated with motivation and reward-seeking behaviors. And kids with ADHD often have an imbalanced level of dopamine in their brains. So that might be why high sugar and fat foods may be more appealing for kids with ADHD, because these foods provide a temporary dopamine surge and therefore a strong but temporary feeling of gratification and pleasure. Picky eating in children with ADHD can also be linked to other factors, such as comorbidities, including obsessive compulsive disorder, OCD, and eating disorders. It's important to address these eating habits early so they don't persist into adulthood. But we also need to make sure not to put too much pressure on the kids, because sometimes forcing kids to eat may increase the risk of them developing an eating disorder later in life. If you're interested in learning some tips and activities that might help manage selective eating, please like the video and comment below so I can make another video about that. But I do want to talk about one activity that many therapists recommend to start managing picky eating in children with ADHD, and that is to make mealtime and meal preparation fun. Actually, this activity has been proven to be helpful for all young kids, but it's especially beneficial for managing selective eating behaviors for kids with ADHD. In order to make food appealing for kids, you can involve your kids throughout the food prep and cleanup stage. For example, you can pick out a recipe together and buy the ingredients together. Kids can learn how they can turn ingredients from their raw form into something delicious. Depending on your child's age and capabilities, you can assign different tasks to them during food prep, such as measuring out ingredients, mixing things, chopping vegetables, with your supervision of course, and even laying out the meal in a way they like. All these steps will help your child associate the physical sensory stimulations of handling the food to delicious tastes and even a sense of accomplishment because they had helped in creating a meal for the family. And remember how young children, especially kids with ADHD, can have strong aversions to certain foods because they don't like a specific sensation of touch or smell? Well, allowing your kids to participate in food preparation helps them disassociate these specific sensations with the foods because they get to experience these ingredients, colors, textures, and smell changes in the cooking process. I understand that it can be challenging having your kids participate in food preparation, especially when they're very young. It requires a lot of effort and time, and that's something most parents don't have on a busy weeknight. But I do encourage at least trying it out occasionally, like for a special Sunday brunch or even just a quick snack. I can post some helpful materials like reward charts and cooking schedules if there is enough interest, so please give me a thumbs up if you want me to post these materials. In terms of nutrition, recent studies have shown that a high-protein diet might help stabilize blood sugar levels, which can assist in managing hyperactivity symptoms. But keep in mind that extreme diets like the keto diet are generally not recommended for kids with ADHD due to their restrictive nature and potential nutrients deficiencies. Also, there are some preliminary research that have found certain additives like E-number substances such as artificial food coloring to be linked to hyperactivity symptoms, and probiotics and prebiotics may be beneficial in maintaining gut health. But keep in mind that more research is needed to fully understand the link between ADHD and gut health. In general, a balanced diet is key when it comes to managing ADHD symptoms and child development. If you are unsure about certain foods for your child, I highly suggest that you consult your doctor for advice because every child is different and their symptoms may need to be managed differently. Remember, it's important to consult with a healthcare professional before making significant dietary changes for your child. What I'm providing in this video is a general guideline on how to manage picky eating in kids with ADHD. Every child is unique, so you might have to adjust the strategies according to your child's behavioral and nutritional needs. If you want an idea of what a 1-week meal plan is like for 6 to 10-year-olds with ADHD, like this video and comment below so I know if there is enough interest for me to post more materials on ADHD and nutrition. Thanks for watching.